Now we do problems. Problems in Newton's laws of motion. To take one problem, a retardation force of 100 Newton is applied to a body of mass 50 gram moving with a speed of 20 meter per second. How long does the body take to stop? So, a retardation force. So, this is the body which is moving with a velocity of 20 meter per second. So, this is moving with a velocity of 20 meter per second and it has a mass of 50 gram and a retarding force of, this is retarding force, 100 Newton is applied on the body. Retarding force, accelerating force, retarding force. Suppose if we raise the accelerator, then what happens? Speed of the vehicle increases. Now, if we apply brakes, then what happens to the velocity of the body? Decreases. So, retarding force is the force which stops or which decreases the velocity of the body. So, here because of this retarding force, F is equal to, we have ma. Mass of the body is given as 50 gram and this 50 gram should be converted into kg. So, 50 into 10 power minus 3 kg. Retarding force is 100 Newton. Because of this retarding force, deceleration is produced in the body. So, A is equal to, from this equation, Newton's second law, F is equal to ma, A is equal to F by m. So, here force is given as 100 Newton, mass is given as 50 gram, when this is converted into kilogram, 50 into 10 power minus 3. Then you get acceleration, that is negative acceleration, because this is the retarding force. You get retardation, that is negative acceleration. So, 50, 100, 2 times, then this is 2 into, then 10 power minus 3, when goes to numerator becomes 10 power plus 3. So, A is equal to 2 into 10 cube, 2000 meter per second square. So, this is the retardation produced here. Now, it is asked to find the time taken to stop the vehicle, to stop the body. How long the body takes to become stop? How long does the body take to stop? That means we have to find the time taken to stop the body. So, we have to find time taken to stop the body. So, t is equal to how much? And for this, you can write the data. This is the initial velocity of the body. So, on this moving body, we are applying retarding force. So, this is the initial velocity of the body. So, u is equal to 20 meter per second, initial velocity of the body. Finally, the body going to be stopped. That means final velocity is 0. For this, we have to calculate the time taken. T is how much? And for this, we calculated retardation. A is equal to 2000, but here this is minus 2000 because we are applying a retarding force. Retarding force gives retardation, that is a negative acceleration. So, A is minus here, minus 2000. We have to calculate T. So, formula to be used here is V is equal to, using V is equal to U plus AT, kinematic equation. Then V is 0, 0 is equal to U is 20, A is minus 2000 into T. Then 2000 T is equal to 20, then T is equal to 20 by 2000 and this is 1 by 100. Therefore, t is equal to 0.01 second. So, during a time of 0.01 second, the body comes to a stop when a retarding force of 100 Newton is applied. So, this is the answer. So, in this problem, first of all, we must know the acceleration or retardation, because this is the retarding force, we get retardation, that is a negative acceleration. For this, we use Newton's second law, F is equal to ma. Mathematical form of Newton's second law is force is equal to mass into acceleration. From this, A is equal to F by m. Then you get A as 2000 meter per second square. But here this A is retardation, remember, because this is the retarding force. Retarding force produces retardation. Retardation is negative acceleration. So, A is equal to minus 2000. And here initial velocity of the body is 20 meter per second u. Finally, the body comes to a stop. That means final velocity going to be 0. So, v equal to 0. We have to calculate time taken for this. So, v is equal to u plus at. Then you get time as 0.01 second. So, this is the answer. Next problem. A force acts for 10 seconds on a body of mass 10 power minus 2 kg, initially at rest, after which the force ceases to act. The body traverses 0.5 meter in the next 5 seconds. Find the magnitude of the force. So, a force acts for 10 seconds. So, time is given as 10 seconds. Mass of the body is given as 10 power minus 2 kg. And this body is initially at rest. So, u is 0. So, body is, this is the body which is initially at rest. Initially at rest means initial velocity is 0. Then a force is applied on this body. Because of this force, some velocity or some momentum takes place, and after 10 seconds, the force ceases to act. That means the force becomes 0. So, this force is acting on the body for a time of 10 seconds. So, this is the situation. Initially velocity is 0. After 10 seconds, its velocity will be some, say, some v. So, it acquires some velocity during 10 seconds because of the application of the force F. And after that, the force ceases to act. That means there is no force acting on this body after 10 seconds. Then the body traverses 0.5 meter in the next 5 seconds. So, this is when t is equal to 10 seconds. After 5 seconds, that is here t is equal to 5 seconds. The distance travelled here is 0.5 meter. This is the distance travelled during this 5 seconds without having any force, that means without having any acceleration. And he is asked to find the force, initial force acting on the body. So, we have to calculate the force. So, this is the problem. So, a force acting on a body of mass 10 power minus 2 kg for a time of 10 seconds. After that, the force ceases to act. Force becomes 0. When there is no force, there is no acceleration, further acceleration. That means the body with velocity v continues with the same velocity after 10 seconds. So, after this, The body traverses a distance of 0.5 meter in the next 5 seconds. So we have to calculate this force. To find the initial force, we must know the acceleration here. To find the acceleration here, we must know the velocity here, because acceleration means A is equal to V minus U by T. This is the expression for acceleration. If you know the acceleration, then you can calculate F. F is equal to ma. So in this problem, we have to calculate force. Force means mass into acceleration. Mass is given already given. If you know acceleration, then you can calculate force. What is acceleration? Change in velocity by time, V minus U by T. So here U is given as 0 because initially the body is at rest. If you know velocity, that is final velocity here, then you can calculate acceleration. To find velocity, you take this data. So if you take this journey, here S is 0.5 meter and time is 5 seconds here. Since there is no force, there is no acceleration. When there is no acceleration, change in velocity is 0. That means the body continues with the same velocity V. Okay. So here during this journey there is no acceleration, means velocity remains constant. Force ceases to act means there is no force, no acceleration, velocity remains constant for this journey. Hence you can write V is equal to S by T, general expression. Velocity equal to distance or displacement by time. So here distance travelled is 0.5, by time taken is 5. So here velocity is 0.1 meter per second. So the velocity V is 0.1 meter per second. Using this V, you calculate acceleration. So acceleration A is equal to V minus U, that is 0.1 minus 0 by 10. Here time is 10 for this journey. So A is equal to 0.01 meter per second square. 0.01 meter per second square. This is acceleration. Then force, you can write F is equal to ma. Here mass is given as 10 power minus 2 into acceleration as 0.01. So this is 10 power minus 4 Newton. So this is force applied on the body. So here to find the force F is equal to ma, you must know acceleration. For acceleration, V minus U by T, you must know V, that is here V. For V, you take this data. Here distance travelled is 0.5, time of travel is 5 seconds. Since there is no force between these 2 points, no acceleration, means velocity is uniform, constant velocity. So V equal to S by T. So S is 0.5 meter by 5 seconds. So this is 0.1 meter per second. That is V. Then acceleration is V minus U by T. Here time of travel is 10 seconds. 0.1 by 10, 0.01 meter per second square. Then F is equal to ma. F is equal to ma, mass into acceleration. So F is equal to 10 power minus 4 Newton. Next problem. A 100 kg man stands in a lift. What force does the floor exert on him when the lift starts moving upward with an acceleration of 2 meter per second square? So 100 kg man stands in a lift. what force does the floor exert on him when the lift starts moving upward with an acceleration of 2 meter per second square? So here this is the lift, floor of the lift. So this is the man standing like this. This is the man standing on the floor of the lift. Mass of the man is 100 kg. Now the lift is moving upwards like this with an acceleration A. And here this acceleration is given as 2 meter per second square. And he is asked to find the force exerted by the floor on the man. So force exerted by the floor on the man is nothing but apparent weight. Apparent weight. So apparent weight is equal to mg plus ma. When there is no acceleration, then force exerted by the floor on the man is nothing but the weight of the body. Weight of the body means normal reaction on the body by the surface. So here this floor is surface, the floor exerts a normal reaction of mg on the body in the upward direction. When the lift is stationary, because if here the lift is moving upwards with an acceleration of 2 meter per second square. So force exerted by the floor on the man is nothing but apparent weight. So apparent weight is equal to mg plus ma. When the lift is moving upwards, weight of the body inside the lift appears to be increased. When the lift is moving upwards with an acceleration, when the lift is moving upwards with an acceleration, then weight of the body inside the lift appears to be increased, mg plus ma. So force exerted by the floor on the man is equal to mg plus ma, and here g is given as 10 meter per second square. So 100 mass into g is 10 plus here a is 2. So F is equal to 100 into 12. This is 1200 Newton. 1200 Newton. F is equal to 1200 Newton. So this is the force exerted by the floor on the man. Next problem. A cricket ball of mass 150 gram is moving with a velocity of 12 meter per second, and it is hit by a bat so that the ball is turned back with a velocity of 20 meter per second. The force acts for 0.01 second on the ball. Find the average force exerted by the bat on the ball. So here cricket ball of mass 150 gram is moving with a velocity of 12 meter per second. Moving with a velocity of 12 meter per second, and it is hit by a bat so that the ball is turned back with a velocity of 20 meter per second. So final velocity is 20 meter per second. So here ball is coming like this. After this is hit by the bat, then this ball moves with a velocity of 20 meter per second. So this is final velocity, and this is taken as positive. Then initial velocity is negative. If you take the directions, initially the ball comes like this. After hitting by the bat, the ball comes backwards like this. So if you take the final motion in the positive direction, initial motion will be in the negative direction. So if v is positive, this is v, final velocity, u is negative here. So initial velocity of the ball is minus 12 meter per second, final velocity of the ball is 20 meter per second, mass is 150 gram. 150 gram you can write like this, 150 into 10 power minus 3 kg. Gram should be converted into kilogram. And here time of hitting the ball is given as 0.01 second. So the ball is in contact with the bat for a time of 0.01 second. So here velocity change takes place because of the contact of the bat with the ball. So velocity of the ball changes because of the hitting of the ball by the bat. Hence, the change in velocity takes in a time of 0.01 second. Since there is a change in velocity, then there will be an acceleration. So, to find the force, average force exerted by the bat on the ball, so we have to calculate average force. Average force means mass into average acceleration. Mass into average acceleration means m into v minus u by t. So we have to calculate the average force exerted by the bat on the ball. That means F average equal to mass into acceleration, average acceleration. So mass into acceleration means change in velocity by time, that is v minus u by t. So here mass is given as 150 into 10 power minus 3. Here v is 20 minus of u is minus again. So minus 12 by time is 0.01. So this is equal to F average force. F average is equal to 150 into 10 power minus 3 by here this is 10 power minus 2. 0.01 means 10 power minus 2 into here this is 20 minus of minus plus 12. So this is equal to 10 power minus 2, 10 power minus 3. Then it becomes 10 power minus 1 and this is 0. So it becomes 15 because this is 15 into 10 power minus 2 by 10 power minus 2. 10 power minus 2, 10 power minus 2 cancels out, then it becomes 15 into 32. This is 20 plus 12, 32. So this is 15 to 30, 45 plus 3, 48. So 480 Newton. So average force exerted by the bat on the ball is 480 Newton. So here to find the average force, we must know the average acceleration. Average acceleration means change in velocity by time. Here initial velocity and final velocity are different and different in different directions. So you can write, if you take the final velocity in the positive direction, initial velocity will be in the negative direction. Hence, u must be taken as minus if v is taken as positive. For our convenience, v is taken as positive, then u is taken as, u must be minus. And here time of contact of the ball with the bat is 0.01 second. So this during this time, the change in velocity takes place. Hence, m into v minus u by t, this is the average force. Upon substitution, you will get average force as 480 Newton. Okay. So fifth problem. A force acts for 0.2 second on an object having a mass 1.4 kg initially at rest. The force stops to act, but the object moves through 4 meter in the next 2 seconds. Find the magnitude of the force. So here this is the body of mass 1.4 kg which is initially at rest. That means u is 0. So a force F is acting on the body and this force acts for 0.2 second. this force acts on the body for 0.2 second. Because of this force, if the body acquires a velocity v, say, in this time. After that, the force is stopped, but body continues with the same velocity like this. So, the body continues with the same velocity v through 4 meter for a time of 2 seconds. 2 seconds. And in this case, we have to calculate the magnitude of the force. Okay? So, this is the problem, and this is similar to the problem number 2. There also force acts for 10 seconds. After that, the force ceases to act, and the body traverses some distance in some time interval, then find the magnitude of the force. So, this problem is similar to the second problem. So, here to find the force, F is equal to ma. So, you must know acceleration. What is acceleration? Change in velocity by time. So, here velocity is v, final velocity, initial velocity u, time is t. So, v minus u by t. So, if you know acceleration, then you can calculate force. For acceleration, you must know velocity, final velocity v, that is v. So, to find this velocity, you take this journey. For this journey, s is 4 meter, time of travel is 2 seconds. Then velocity v is equal to simply s by t, because there is no acceleration here, because here there is no force acting on this body. After this, since there is no force, there is no acceleration, the body moves with uniform velocity. So, when the body moves with uniform velocity, v is equal to distance by time. So, here distance is 4, by time taken is 2. So, this is 2 meter per second. This is the final velocity. That is here. Here the velocity is 2 meter per second. Using this v, you calculate acceleration. So, a is equal to v minus u by t. Here v is 2. 2 minus initial velocity is 0 here. And for this time is 0.2. So, 0.2. So, a is equal to 2 by 0.2. This is 20 by 2. 20 by 2 means 10. So, acceleration is 10 meter per second square. Acceleration is 10 meter per second square. Then force F is equal to ma. So, you can write F is equal to ma. Here mass of the body is given as 1.4 kg. So, 1.4 into acceleration, we got 10. So, this is 14 Newton. This is the force acting on the body which is initially at rest, 14 Newton. So, to find the force, you must know the acceleration. To find the acceleration, you must know the final velocity. To find the final velocity, you take this journey where there is no force, there is no acceleration, there is uniform motion. V velocity equal simply distance by time. Here distance traveled is 4, time of travel is 2. So, 4 by 2, then you get velocity as 2 meter per second. Using that velocity, you calculate the acceleration here. If you know the acceleration here, you can get force. Next, sixth problem. An object of mass 5 kg is moving with a velocity of 10 meter per second. A force is applied so that in 20 seconds it attains a velocity of 25 meter per second. What is the force applied on the object? So here body is moving with a velocity of 10 meter per second. Initially it is in motion. So initial velocity is given as 10 meter per second. And force is applied on this body. Because of the force, the velocity acquired by the body is 25 meter per second after a time of 20 seconds. So here force is applied like this. So here the body is initially moving with velocity of 10 meter per second. Upon this body, moving body, force is applied like this. And this force acts for 20 seconds. Because of this force, after 20 seconds, the body acquires a velocity of 25 meter per second. Now we have to calculate force applied here. F is equal to how much? So F is equal to ma, second law. A means V minus U by T. Mass into change in velocity by time. So F is equal to, here mass of the body is given as 5 kg. Mass of the body is given as 5 kg. So 5 into V, velocity, final velocity acquired is 25 minus initial velocity is 10 by time, here time taken is 20. So F is equal to 5 into 25 minus 10, 15 by 20. So this is 4 times, cancels 4 times. So 15 by 4, this is equal to 4 3s 3.30, 4 7, 28, 20, 4 5. So 3.75 Newton. This is the force acting on the object.